What is going on, Raptors Nation? It is Luca here back with another video. The Toronto Raptors, they begin their last part of the season on a strong note. They absolutely take it to the Brooklyn Nets and blow them out. What a win that was. One of the best wins of this Raptors season. We're going to talk about it. If y'all do me a favor, please hit a like on the video. It helps it a ton. And also, please subscribe to the channel for more Raptors content just like this. So how about the Raptors, guys? I mean, this was a very impressive win from them. I mean, this is a team that came out of the gate rolling. The Nets, they only had one lead in this one. It was only 1 point. Raptors led by as many as 34. Start to finish, Raptors applied the pressure, outscoring the Nets in that opening quarter 30-21. Then just blowing this game wide open in the fourth, outscoring Brooklyn 39-22. And I thought the Raptors did a solid job of not breaking. This was a team that bent a couple of times. You know, Brooklyn, they were down many times throughout the ball game, did cut into the lead. They were knocking on the door in that second half when the lead was only one. But then the Raptors did a great job responding, going on a run. And then from that point on, they really didn't worry as they did not relinquish the lead, and this team goes on to have one of their better wins of the season as the Raptors shot at 48% from the field, 45% from three. They moved the ball well, 24 assists in this one. The Toronto Raptors, they did have a lot of their turnovers in the second quarter, but then did a good job from that point on of limiting their mistakes and turnovers. 11 turnovers to the Nets, 20 points in the paint. Raptors were plus 10, 50-40. And the Raptors, this is a team that got to the free throw line 30 times, and they did a good job once they got there, hitting 25 of 30 free throws. A rebound in the Brooklyn Nets as the Toronto Raptors got some nice production from their starting five. Scotty Barnes, first game back out of the All-Star break, looked like an All-Star in this one. 18 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, a block. He was a plus 17. Efficient shooting night from him. You look at Gary Trent Jr., 25 points, 9 of 12 from the field. And if only Gary Trent Jr. was consistent, right? I mean, this is a guy that he has these nice games, but obviously you just hope he can put together a string of consistency. And this is a guy in Gary Trent Jr. who is going to want to be consistent and get on a heater to close out the season. Because remember, guys, he's an unrestricted free agent. He's going to want to get paid nicely this summer. So this is an audition for Gary Trent Jr. over the last 27 games, 26 games now to show his worth, as every team is going to have an opportunity to pay up and try to get him this summer. So Gary Trent Jr., very efficient, 9 of 12, 5 of 7. And again, the big thing from him is if he can be consistent, that's what you look out for over this last stretch. RJ Barrett, 12 points, 5 of 13 from the field, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. He was a plus 29. And then Emmanuel Quickly, who I thought was just phenomenal in this one. Great bounce back game from Quickly, 24 points, nice shooting performance, efficient. This is a guy who was struggling a little bit, to get that shot to fall with consistency. He was 8 of 16, 5-8 from 3, came out shooting it well, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. And then Emmanuel Quickly said in his post-game interview that, he wants to build championship habits with this team. Obviously, the Raptors, they're healthy. They got their core intact, and we're going to see what these guys can give us over this last stretch here. So I thought Quickly did a great job in 33 minutes. Jakob Poeltl, 3 blocks, 9 rebounds, 8 points. He was a plus 26. And then you look at the bench guys, Olynyk, 18 minutes, had 8 points. Bruce Brown, he played 25 minutes, 6 points. And then Abaji, 14 minutes, 2 points. And then Grady Dick had a nice outing as well. 7 points, 3 of 6 from the field, plus 15. So it was nice to see the Raptors really get into rhythm here. I thought they did a good job, defensively, making it difficult for Brooklyn to get anything going. And then offensively, they were sloppy at times. But then, like I said, when it looked like they were going to break, they did not break. They bent a couple of times, but then did a good job of recollecting themselves and really staying resilient. And I thought Darko, did a good job of using his timeouts in this one. Every time Brooklyn was knocking on the door, he had his team ready, and they came out with a response all night long. And this was just the Raptors game that they were not going to lose. As the Raptors finally get a win over an Atlantic Division opponent. They were 0-11 coming in. No team had ever lost all of their matchups against their own division. So at least the Raptors won't be in jeopardy of having that happen to them. But the Raptors get it done. And then in garbage time, we did see DJ Chardon, who scored his first ever bucket. It was an and one 3 point. So that was cool to see as the Raptors get this win. And now all of a sudden they're going to be potentially in a play-in race. And I say that because if the Raptors win tomorrow against the Atlanta Hawks, they will be taking on the Hawks on the second night of a back-to-back in Atlanta. Definitely going to be a tough game there. But if the Raptors all of a sudden beat the Hawks too, they're going to be in the play-in race just like that. And look, this has been something that I said that I'm not interested in seeing, nor do I think it's a good idea for the Raptors to push for a play-in. This is a team that would be far better off with the lottery pick. But like I said, if they win tomorrow and beat a team that right now is occupying that final play-in spot, the Raptors could be in the race and they could have a chance with, 25, 26 games left and a couple games out. If they beat Atlanta, the Raptors will definitely continue to make up ground. So it will make for an interesting scenario if the Raptors do beat the Hawks tomorrow night. Because you look at the standings right now, I'll see if this is updated with the most recent results. It is. The Raptors, with the win, are now 1.5 games behind the Nets for 11th, and they are 4.5 games back of the Hawks. They win that game tomorrow night, they would inch a lot closer. So I've already said my bit. I do not think the Raptors should go for the play-in, but yeah, tomorrow night's going to be interesting to see if the Raptors can actually look as well as they did tonight and go out and win that game. And, this is a Raptors team. They're starting to build upon some good habits, and it's good to see because win or lose, you want to see this team play hard. And, going back to before the break, they fought hard against the Indiana Pacers. They did not win that game, but we see it. That was a nice hard-fought performance, and that's now translated into the Raptors coming out of the break after a week off and looking very, very solid in a lot of different components. So again, it's against the Brooklyn Nets, who are a disaster right now. They just went through a coaching change, but nonetheless, not going to take away from what the Raptors did. I thought they did a good job on both ends. And this is a team that finally is building a little bit of nice momentum. It seems here. They have lost 3 in a row coming into this one, so they snap that losing streak, and they'll look to make it 2 in a row when they take on the Hawks and try to replicate what they did here against the Nets. But Raptors Nation, do you want to see the Raptors push for the play-in? Are you interested at all in that? Let me know your thoughts on the Raptors' latest win here at home against the Brooklyn Nets. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, it wasn't a good debut or a good return game from Dennis Schroeder. I actually felt bad for him because Dennis Schroeder would be better suited on a contender as a backup. Schroeder did not have a good game. 4 points, 1 of 7. He was a minus 30. So I feel for Schroeder, but the Nets, they got their own problems. But just wanted to close on that. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Hit a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. That is it for me. This is Lucas signing off. I will catch you all again tomorrow night. Till next time, stay safe.